Hello, and welcome to another RD2L team interview. This evening, we have the team Nobody Cares with us, and we'll be gathering a little bit of information from them to hopefully give us a little bit of insight as to who they are as a team, what they're all about, etc. So, let's start with the roles. We have the captain, El Zilcho, who will be playing the 5 role, then Iceberg on role 1, Apachai, Hopachai on role 2, Fauntleroy on role 3, and Grosmag on role 4. He said I could pronounce his name however I want, so that's okay. So Zilcho,
Yes.
why the name Nobody Cares? Exactly. Is it because nobody cares? Is it actually because nobody cares? Or none of your teammates cared about the name? Or is there some sort of dramatic sort of story behind it?
No, it's actually pretty simple, and it's just a mix of all of those. Since we had a meeting on TeamSpeak and tried to come up with a name, but in the end we concluded that we actually did not care. So there's the name.
Respectable, respectable. All right, all right. That's how the best names come about, actually, I see, is, just pretty much nobody giving a shit. So, in any case, so let's go ahead and go over your picks. I know for the most part, you're from Season 1, the teams were compiled a different way, but at the moment, how did you decide that each of your players are playing their specific role? For what was your reasoning behind your, Iceberg playing role 1, so on and so forth?
Well, since I'm easily the worst player in Dota, and the other guys are way better than me, I'm not really calling the shots on that, but it's sort of just fell into place with Iceberg playing the carry role, and Jeppy really likes to play offlane, so he's playing that, and Scrozamark, he's like our most experienced player, if you can say so, and he's playing, well, whatever no one else of us wants or can't play.
Gotcha, no problem with that. And I did see a little bit of that in terms of the Spirit Breaker stuff with Grossmatch. So, how did you end up being the captain? If you don't think you're a very good player, like, was that just a team thing, or did it get thrusted upon you, the responsibility?
No, actually, in season 1, we had like 3 teams that disbanded, and me and Jeppy were the only ones left from the old team, and then I just took over the scheduling and stuff because someone
so you're pretty
has
much
to do it.
so you're pretty much a logistic captain then.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. There's no problem, man. Everybody needs that person in every team to bring the team together. So if you weren't there, then who knows? You probably guys wouldn't be playing today. So it's always appreciated. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? We're gonna go through your players in a minute. So why did you decide to why did you decide to join the league? Tell us about your play style.
Well, the league was first advertised as like a league for real beginners, and that's what I was when I started to post on Reddit, and I just gave it a shot, signed up, and yeah, the first games I played with my first team were pretty good, so I stick with it.
Do you think the rest of the season's pretty promising so far? I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I know
The
we aren't
games
supposed to be talking about your previous games, but so what does the future look like for you guys?
What I've seen from the other teams that played in our group, the teams get way better. Like there's more experienced players, so the overall level of the league is going up, which is always good.
So you're pretty excited for the challenge then?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome, fantastic. A lot of people are in the league just for that, to get better. And within my team myself, I'm on Magnus Opus, and I can definitely see some of our newer players. Now, I'm easily one of the most less experienced players in the entire league, but I can definitely see everybody getting better, which is always just really awesome. Even if you don't win, it's really just a pretty cool experience. So any teams in particular, global, that you know of, that you're on the lookout for? Any teams that you're kind of scared of or really want to beat?
Well, since we did not get our season finale of last season, that would probably been against what's something with Queen of Pain? I don't know. I don't recall the team name right now, but I'm really looking forward if we might play them in the playoffs or something, because we kind of got cheated out of that match.
It'd be kind of like a redemption playing catch up kind of deal.
Yeah, something like that.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, awesome. Just a moment. having a little bit of an audio issue. Give me just a second. I think that team you were referring to was Special Cooperations.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Cool. Fantastic. Just making sure. I tried to do my research, and Zoran is luckily messaging me and being very friendly with that kind of stuff. In any case, let's go ahead and start going over the players. I'm pretty sure we've heard enough about El Zilcho, and the other players want to talk a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with Iceberg. Are you there? Just to confirm?
Yeah, I am.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Thanks for being on making on. A lot of teams I know have a really hard time collaborating and being able to get on for something they don't necessarily have to be online for. So it's really appreciative you guys are doing this. Just throwing that out there. That goes to everybody, not just Iceberg. So you're in the first role. I hear through the grapevine that you really like free helmets. How's that?
I don't know about that. Like, really, what is that?
This is all information Zilcho decided to toss to me, so he could be just trying to make you really embarrassed. So let's not worry about that.
I think he's heartbroken because he did not get any free helmets.
Yeah. Oh, actually, now I got it. It's
You got
a
it?
helmet for motorbike. Like, that's something stupid. I was hoping that I will get some helmet, and I didn't, and I was sad.
Oh, you bought a motorbike and you wanted one, and you didn't get it, so you're pretty bummed about it.
Yeah.
Is that being seen in your games? Can people tell you're really bummed out? Are you playing worse because you didn't get your helmet?
No, like, no way.
No way.
Yes,
All right.
Since this time we played Timbersaw and he gets a helmet, so correlation? I don't know.
He's trying to replace that void he needs filling. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're the primary carry on the team. According to what I kind of did a little bit of research and from what your team captain provided me, you pretty much don't like the crazy strategies. You pretty much tend to stick to the we know this kind of works ordeal.
Yeah, I like don't like the pushing strategy or for early game, because for that teams need a lot of practice and perfection to do that. So with one carry strategies, you can always like farm and try to beat team like that.
Gotcha. So did you have just a lot of have you had any bad luck with, crazy strategies in the past, or?
Well, with Spirit Breaker, we have a luck. We won, I think, almost all that games. But when we go aggressive lineups, we almost always lose. We don't coordinate well, so that's a problem on which we need to work out before playing.
Gotcha. And that makes sense. I mean, there's no reason not to stick to the stuff that works. I mean, every once in a while you can throw weird stuff out there, and that's true in the pro scene as well. You don't really see a lot of weird pickups because people know who they're comfortable with.
I don't think it's much about the pickups, but about the aggressive tri lane. That's what hurts us.
You guys typically go more defensive then?
Yeah, defensive tri lane and then aggression.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Sounds weird, but that's what works for us.
No, I actually really enjoy enjoy going a defensive tri lane and then just start roaming and traveling in 5-man Dota. So that's what I like to do. In any case, your term is your favorite hero, Quap, correct? Is that correct?
Yeah, one of them is Queen of Pain.
Is it just for the typical reasons because she's a beast mid lane, or do you have a specific reason you prefer her over somebody else?
Well, she's aggressive and like can beat almost every hero mid lane. Can like win games alone if other fails, or yeah, you can beat mid and win alone. That's the point of the hero.
Yep. Have you ever ran into an issue where you get respect bans? Has anybody banned her on you?
I'm not sure. Maybe once.
I got a Warlock respect ban.
Yeah, he got after destroying first game.
Just banned him out second game. Makes sense. All right, well, fantastic. Thanks, Iceberg. Let's go on and move on to, now I was told how to pronounce this. It's kind of quick. Apachai Hopachai, correct?
Apachai is fine, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I'll just go with Apachai then. So, you live in Norway, right? Is that correct? Or am I wrong?
That is correct. That is correct.
Fantastic. How do you like it? How's the weather in Norway?
Now it's almost 30 degrees Celsius, man. It's
Cold.
insane.
Cold.
No, it's
No,
warm
that's
as
hot.
fuck now.
You said Celsius. My bad.
Yeah.
You know, being an American, I hear Celsius. I'm like, whoa. So, in any case, I typically have to Google it, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty ignorant. In any
But
case,
yeah, we do have like, I don't know, 3 weeks of summer and then it's winter.
all right, I've actually, I have a trip to Germany with a friend of mine who, well, he's been trying to get me to go to Germany end of the year, and I think we're going to visit Berlin and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm kind of excited to be over in the European area whatsoever because I've never been out of the U.S. But in any case, so I don't have a lot of information about you. Nobody really does because you're kind of new to the team. Has there been a lot of, you know, have people been accepting you really well, or do people hate you? Do you think everybody on your team hates you?
They hate me, yeah.
Oh man.
No, they're fine. I'm the new blood, so I tried to stay low during the beginning, but they've taken good care of me. These guys, they're good people.
Good job. Awesome. So it's always we hear horror stories all the time about a guy being a stand-in, and because one of their teammates dropped out or something, and they get in the game and they're just like they completely do not click, and you can definitely see that. They're arguing all the time on the subreddit. You know, you can talk to them anytime, and they're just always frustrated because everybody hates them. So it's good that they've kind of like adopted you. Do you feel part of the family though? You feel like you can like, goof around with them and stuff?
You know, I got some catching up to do with the humor and the jokes, but I think I'll get there sometime soon.
So you're kind of like Iceberg. You had no idea what the helmet thing was about.
Nope.
Gotcha. All right. So, Invoker. Why Invoker? Why do you enjoy playing Invoker so much?
Because he's so versatile, man. He can do so much, and he can turn the team fights. He can do the damage. He can disable. He can do everything, man.
So can Spirit Breaker.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
No excuse. No excuse. No.
Don't argue with him when he talks about that here.
Oh, Spirit Breaker's good. I actually really enjoy Spirit Breaker. I can't play him like for shit, but I enjoy playing him, and I think he's very versatile. But Invoker's one of those heroes I haven't even placed a finger on. You know, my experience with him goes pretty much as far as me randoming him in an all random, and that's about it. I don't.
Yeah, I was afraid of him as well, but as soon as you get him into your fingertips, he's really cool to play.
All right. So you're pretty much gonna be playing the offlane coming up in the season, or carry.
They've been throwing me a bit around. I've been going some mid. Been doing some tri lane, but I'm comfortable with all roles actually. Because I did play competitive Dota 1 in Norway, the Norway scene, and I was hard support there. But I've been playing a lot of mid in Dota 2.
Fantastic. So it's kind of different for you, but you're pretty much comfortable everywhere then.
Yeah, I
Cool.
just love the competitive setup more than
I
anything else.
Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. The versatile players are the best players because then you don't have to worry about playing some weird strategy, which Iceberg hates. But you don't have to worry about playing some weird strategy that it's going to throw you for a loop because you can't play a certain role. So it's always cool. All right, fantastic. So move on to Fauntleroy, aka also known as Geppy.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Geppy.
We're gonna keep with Fauntleroy just to keep, for the sake of simplicity. You're German. You live in Germany.
Yes.
Fantastic. So you who else lives in Germany? Zilcho does, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Fantastive. Have you guys ever met up, hung out or anything?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh man, you should. I have a teammate that lives pretty close by. I'm probably gonna hang out with or something, maybe get a beer or something.
Well, we are not living that far from each other, but it's not close either.
Yeah, it's in that mid period. Yeah, you're not too far, but I really want to drive. Don't drive that far. I understand. So you're working school-wise. This is unrelated. It's just a little personal stuff. You're actually working to become an engineer. Like, what sort? Like, why an engineer?
I'm at the moment at the university for mechanical engineering, and that's because I like the classes, like math and physics. I liked it, and that's the way you go.
So in German schooling, and this is completely unrelated and very unprofessional of me, but German schooling, college is pretty much free over there, isn't it? Like,
No.
you guys, it's not?
No, it's not.
I have a few coworkers, not coworkers, but a few friends online that have told me that pretty much it's really hard to get a job in Germany because everybody has a degree because school's free. So
school
lying
is
to me.
free. School is free, yes, but I finished school and I continued to study at the university, and that changed recently. At the beginning, it was you had to pay something like 500 euros per half a year, but now this is not anymore. But you have still to pay a little bit, but not that much.
So it's kind of like graduate studies. Then it's extra education you're going for.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool, fantastic. Does that leave a lot of time for you to practice?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not too bad. All right, so fantastic. So you're also a fan of playing the off lane, and you pretty much like to roll a little bit cautious. Like you're pretty much cautious in the lane, according to what I was told. Was that a big thing I see with a lot of offline players that like in aggressive tri lanes playing support and whatnot that play defensively? They always have a problem with knowing when to go in for a kill. Is that your case?
That's not the way I think. I think when you are up against a tri lane, you don't die, you win the lane. And if there's an opportunity, I take it, but I don't try to force it especially.
You prioritize that farm.
I prioritize not die and get a few levels. If you're up against a tri lane, that's close to winning the lane.
Definitely. The math behind the repercussions of dying is immense, and that's one thing a lot of new players have trouble with is definitely learning how big of a deal it is to die. So it's good that you prioritize not dying. So that's always a pretty good strategy. All right, so talked about school for a lot, so let's go ahead and move on to Grosmag is how I'm going to pronounce your name, Gros.
Yeah, I'm here.
So you're a CS major, so a lot of you guys are in school.
Yeah.
Right? Does that leave you time for practicing? Because
yeah, I'm currently on academic vacation
oh, so you got plenty of time.
for half a year. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
Awesome. So, you're the most experienced. The team has rated you, obviously the most experienced. You could look at your games played. Very obvious. You're also the drafter for the team.
Yes.
You do all the drafting.
sometimes. Yes,
How did you get thrown into that role? What?
Well, all of us tried to draft once, and the most fun draft to play, and the draft we won the easiest with. Well, then we kept that drafter. So it was me.
Seems legit. So, being role 4, you typically play support, but you really dig Spirit Breaker, which everybody's commented on so far, pretty much, on your love for Spirit Breaker. Why Spirit Breaker, except for the fact that he's pretty versatile and can be anywhere?
Well, because we have some really weird Spirit Breaker strats. We don't ever lane him. We just charge from base, then go back to base and charge again, until enemies are fed up and don't go to lanes anymore.
That's a pretty good way to play Spirit Breaker. That's pretty awesome. And he has that capability. He's one of the unique champions it does, so that's pretty awesome. So I'm kind of curious about this. You enjoy also a little bit of Treant and Dazzle.
Yes,
right?
I love Dazzle, and I love Treant, I guess.
I relate because Dazzle is probably one of my favorite supports in the entire game. I gotta ask, do you get Weave at 6?
No, usually
Good.
I don't.
This is a good Dazzle player. This is what I'm talking about. Everyone gives me hell about that.
Yeah,
In any
Blitz
case-
commented on my Dazzle play. He loved it.
I
I've
just
played
cannot.
a lot with Blitz and shit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
it's-
loved it.
It's very unlikely that I'm ever gonna grab Weave at 6. It's just so useless. In any case, I'm not gonna talk about that kind of stuff. You're also the team flamer.
Yes.
You're the guy that gets angry.
No. After games, I write write-ups of what we did wrong. So yeah, that's what I usually count as a flame.
Oh,
Also,
really? That's a really
yeah.
good. That's a really good tactic. That's a lot more people need to take that into consideration because I haven't heard about that before.
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes I do get a little mad and flame a little, but it's just all in good fun.
Yeah,
I guess.
mean, it comes with the territory. Being that you have pretty much the most support, you kind of expect your teammates to kind of play sort of on the same level, even though it's kind of hard to because everybody has different varying experience levels. So it's pretty cool that you kind of try to attempt to save that till the end, so it doesn't bring everybody down in the game. Because there's no point in just yelling at somebody constantly in the game and pissing them off. So give it to them after they can study and learn from it, right?
Something like that, yes.
Something like that. All right. So fantastic. All right. So that's pretty much everybody. The players. Do you guys have any teams that you're necessarily on the lookout for? That you do you have any team rivalries or player rivalries or anything like that?
Yeah, we do have. It's Team Interitus with Drake on it.
I actually have an interview with them coming up soon, so that's gonna be pretty. I can kind of bring that up to them. Is any specific reason? Do you guys just hate them?
Yeah, when one of our players dropped, we took Drake up as our stand-in for like a lot of games.
Last season.
Yeah. And we actually wanted to drop him, but other teams drafted him a lot faster because he was quite popular apparently. And now we kind of have to beat him a lot.
Yeah, it comes down to, he was once an ally, now he's on the enemy's side. You just got to show him who's boss. Show him what he's missing out on, right?
Yeah.
Show him what he's fantastic. All right. Well, guys, that's pretty much time. We're kind of going over. I was not expecting to be that long. I hope you guys had a fun time. As I said, I appreciate you guys doing this. It's basically going to show that, we care about our teams. And hopefully you guys will be able to make it past the group stages. And when you do, we'll definitely have another interview and do like a comparison and kind of see what you guys, if your attitudes have changed and your roles are changed or anything like that.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Fantastic, guys. You guys have a nice day. And thanks for all the viewers. Thank you for joining yet another RD2L team interview. And be on the lookout for more.
Yeah.
Okay, see you, man.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you around.
Thank you for the interview.